Nicely done. Oh, these are some great predictions, buddy. But I don't
Thanks,
understand the bias here. There seems to be a bit of bias.
Yeah, where, mate?
Direwolves over Kaka's minions. That.
Yep, it's happening. We're beating them.
But they 3-1'd you last time.
Or no? Oh wait, did they 3-1 us? I thought it was game 5.
Oh, yeah, it must have been game 5. It was 3-1 another series. Let me just check. Hang on. No, it was 3-1. It was 3-1.
Ah, frick.
Yeah.
I just think we've improved.
Oh, but they haven't.
Since, no.
Oh.
We've just gotten better. We're just built different, Yummy.
Okay.
Therefore, we're gonna win.
What have you done differently? What's better?
We're not being pussies. We're not just sending one person to go for constant solo play. And then
my god, you're playing like real Rocket League.
Like a team. We're playing like a team, Yummy.
No shot. But I thought you wanted to play
play
like that.
And like,
no.
I think we look. There was a temporary phase where we thought it would work, and then it just didn't. And now we're like, fuck, we should probably actually start playing like a team and not just trying to 1v3 everyone.
You made me so depressed casting your series or watching your series.
Yeah, look, it wasn't the prettiest sight. It was quite boring to play.
Yeah.
Because nothing was really happening. We were sort of just defending, and then like one person would go for a solo play, and then we'll just be back on defense. And then one person would go for a solo play, and then we'll be back on defense. And just so on.
Whose idea was that?
Not to name any names, but Sean Vive.
Oh,
Sean
he's
Green,
so
mate.
dumb. Oh.
Nah. It was a team. It was a team concocted idea.
Why?
Coach didn't have any input into how we played.
I mean, obviously he didn't touch your controller, but somebody had to think, wow, how do we play the most boring Rocket League possible? While coming...
That's a bit too fucking far.
What?
That's a bit too far, mate.
Okay, who had a more boring play style? Who is less boring to watch than you? Or more, more boring.
Team Bliss.
Oh, we didn't get to watch.
Sorry, Ground Zero Gaming.
Ground Zero Gaming. You think they were more boring than you?
Yep.
They actually did stuff, though. You literally did nothing.
What do you mean they did stuff?
And you, personally, Hawk, you were like one of the worst players of the weekend, right?
Well, no. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't take it that far. But it definitely wasn't.
I mean on your team.
Oh,
I'm not saying like of everybody in RLCS, because you at least
win
still
as a team, lose as a team, mate. We all played bad. It's just how it goes.
Okay, well, you certainly lost as a team, I guess.
Yeah, we definitely did.
All right, I'm gonna have a look at. Let's have a look at the rest of your ranking. So you put everybody in the first round. You put all the favorites through. You think Lunatics versus Synergy will be close? Why is that?
Because Synergy actually looked decent in the last event. They looked like they were hitting some bangers.
They
were working well. One of the series, I need to bring up Wikipedia. That's probably a smart idea.
They played against you.
We also, we also played against them, and they looked good. But there was another series that I was watching. I think it was they beat Ground Zero Gaming.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was watching that series, and they were hitting some prime top corner shots in passing plays and etc. So I think that they can do some damage.
I remember Ground Zero Gaming. Oh, that was a good team.
It was a good roster.
Yeah.
Shame they're not in Rocket League anymore.
Yeah. I just miss seeing them in a top 16 bracket every single event.
Yeah. It's just doomed, really.
Yeah. Good times.
Should be right for again.
You don't think Bliss are gonna poo the bed first round again?
Look, they're versing Ghost and Baked Potato, so I don't reckon.
Yeah, but those guys came top 8 last time.
Unless Sen goes on another holiday, I reckon they'll be right.
And down the lower bracket. Wait, you got Rancid Rats over Dumb Luck.
Yeah, I reckon they can pull it. It's going to be a close one, though, I reckon. But
Yeah. Is
I'll take the
there
dub.
like is there a reasoning in playing
Because
against Delusion a lot?
Delusion is just so good. He's just the best player in the region.
I
He's
want,
got all that legacy esports experience, so I reckon he's gonna pull it through.
true. He does have a lot of legacy esports experience. I was in Gfinity. Oh my god, you're right.
I know he's just well under pressure.
Because I put Dumb Luck over Rancid Rats. I
Yeah,
had
you
all
see,
the
that's just a
same.
dumb decision. That's just a dumb decision.
Yeah, except Dumb Luck are pretty decent as a team. So
Yeah, well, Rancid Rats have been playing together for like 3 centuries, so if they're not good as a team, I'd hate to think
well, you do realize
what
they
is
haven't.
going on there.
They literally haven't scrimmed for 4 months, or probably
Yeah,
played
but
much
they've played
ranked
in like
either.
fucking 310 tournaments in their time of being together. They literally in every bubble tournament, eating up the Blue World rivals.
Good times. And you got the Kibbles over TC. I think that makes sense. I actually had the exact same result as you, 3-2.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be
Kibbles over
close.
TC.
Because TC actually didn't look too bad. But
Yeah,
they
but
are ranked warriors, so.
But what do you think about the fact that Dumb Luck, quote unquote, stomped? I think it was a 4-2 over TC in the tiebreaker match to get into the close quals.
I did not know that, but good on them. That sounds like a hard matchup.
Wait, who's better, TC or Rancid Rats?
I'd say Rancid Rats.
Okay. Maybe I'm underrating them.
I still rate them a little bit.
I
still think they can bring it back.
Yeah, I think if you look at Split 1, yeah, like great team, should be catching a top 8 here or there.
They didn't look good in the first regional, but I reckon they're going to regain, That loss is really just going to push them into gear.
My problem is they've remained completely stagnant for like 4 months, and it really has felt like
fucking generous.
I was gonna say it's really felt like everybody else has put in a lot of hard work, so good chance of them just.
I'm so sorry, Morse, to disappoint you. Maybe you should do insight into the lower bracket first round.
Oh wait, CJ's here. Hey CJ.
Yo.
Hey.
Nice bracket.
Yeah, this
Thanks.
is Hawk's bracket. Yours is a little different, I noticed so far. Let's go over CJ's bracket. Hey,
Yeah,
by the way,
over.
how are scrims going
CJ.
today? By the way.
Oh well, Team
Oh,
Power.
God.
Team Power are unbelievable, and as you can see in my predictions, the Kaka's Minions Hawk are just an unbelievable side, and I think they're gonna. I think once you said Hawk was coming on, I put Kaka 3-2, but I think it'll be game 5.
Wait.
Kaka's Minions just play well against their friends, not their friends, but just I don't know, they just get comfortable.
Wait,
They're a
Shaw's has
confident team.
friends?
I think so. Someone told me.
Speak for yourself, mate.
I thought he liked the Pioneers blokes, but I didn't know whether.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't know. Feeling for sure.
acquaintances.
Yeah, loose acquaintances, people that Shaw's knows. Yeah. What else? Yeah, you had the surprise of Synergy over Lunatics in round 1 as well. I guess I call it the surprise.
Attacking a game 5, are they, CJ?
I think that's 8th versus 9th seed, so not much of a change.
Yeah, purely because I just looked at Liquipedia and just it was a coin toss, but they qualified through points Synergy, so I put them ahead. It's the only reason. I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah. Also, Shaw's is getting incredibly defensive about. It didn't last very long. I talk to them every day. Yummy. That's what you sound like, Shaw's. Down in the lower bracket. Oh, you're joining me on the Dumb Luck over Rancid Rats.
Yeah, close. I don't know. Rancid Rats on paper, you'd probably put them, but.
Oh well,
But would you? I don't know. Maybe
I gave it a 3-1, and I was tossing a 3-0. So,
Schmoop's a goat though, so he'll be right.
Yeah, for sure. I think Dumb Luck comfortably, or I'm confident that Dumb Luck will win it, but there's a chance for Rancid Rats, for sure. And then you've also got the Kibbles over TC, and you know what? We all lined up perfectly for that with a 3-2. That's crazy.
So sick. We're like in sync.
What do you know about either of those teams, CJ?
Kibbles and TC, Caesar.
Yeah.
We've played TC, Bagsy, Tonio, and Caleb in the quals a few times. So I don't know. They just play them in ranked a lot. Who did I put the Kibbles to win over them? Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
Kibbles, Ghost out, like those guys went alright. Nearly beat KCP back in the day. Well, Ghost nearly did. I don't know if that was the same roster.
It's just Ghost remaining. Baked Potato and Sour are new to that team.
Yeah, well, Baked Potato's always up there, and I don't know. I think I haven't seen the results quite yet of the Pagsy, Tonio, Caleb roster.
Also, you're just remembering that time that Baked Potato took you out in the Winter Major.
Yeah,
last
2020.
year.
It was.
Yeah.
Was it 2020? 2021.
Yeah, and he knocked you out in 5th, 6th or something like that, or maybe even 7th, 8th, and they came 5th, 6th. Yeah. Oh, God.
That was team pre-pro
Process.
team process. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you know, Baked Potato played really well last event. He was like their carry.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just got him.
So both of you guys have Bliss losing to Pioneers. Well, guess what? I put Bliss over Pioneers.
What?
Hey, I'm gonna say that last event was a one-off bad event for Bliss.
And now you think Pioneers are going to int and Bliss are going to peak?
Well, what was the last result between Bliss and Pioneers, Hawk?
I don't know.
Well, you see, Bliss took down Pioneers in the charity
in like the charity. Yeah, bro. Nah, 100%.
So bring out the community tournament results. Let's go.
Fuck yeah. We beat
Also,
Pioneers in the end, right?
also, I knew what you guys would 100% predict. It was pretty like. Obviously, I figured we'll have slightly different brackets so we can have a conversation.
We got the same top 8, don't we?
Yeah. No, you have a different one here.
You've got dumb luck. We've got 3-1-2s.
Yeah.
Me and Hawk have the same top 8, I think.
He took Synergy further than you. Oh well, he because you took Synergy. Yeah.
That's
Same
not top
top
8, I mean.
Oh, you mean okay.
Yeah, same top 8.
Whoever's
We're
still
shooting
alive, we got the
eight,
same.
Like, the same 8 teams, they're still in the tournament.
Yeah, but it's swapped over between Direwolves and Kaka. You know what, Hawk? You've inspired me by saying that you're not going to play like a dog shit, terrible play style that you used to play.
Thanks.
CJ, what do you think of
Thanks.
this? I'm guessing you screaming them. They're no longer playing where one person is playing at any point in time. They're going to play as a team. Thoughts?
I cannot confirm or deny. I think they were always scrimming like absolute monkeys since they formed. So I think they played a bit different on last event. So the jury's out. I'm not going to base anything off scrim results currently or scrim form because I think that was nearly thrown out the window in Regional 1. So we'll see what happens in Regional 2. Besides Power, they played same as they did in scrims. Very good event.
Oh, God. That's scary.
We played good in scrims leading up to Regional 1, and then we just,
Yeah.
yeah.
did.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
play like monkeys, right? That's what CJ said. Oh, and I didn't do Kakas versus Physicists. Oh, because it relied on the top results. So I'll give that a 3-1. So I have a different. Well, actually, no. I also have the same top 8. We all have the same. Oh no, because I put Dumb Luck Esports over the top of 3-1-2s.
Why is that?
Okay, well, 3-1-2s keep being terrible in all the close quals. They're not convincing. I know that Jake was like, oh, they were so good against the Kibbles, but I don't know. Against Pioneers, they were nothing. In the closed qualifiers, they're nothing. And I think it's just a bit of a belief in Dumb Luck that they can do it. Schmoop power. The Schmoop always does well, right? Somehow, no matter what team he's on. I think the Schmoop power will get the surprise. Then again, it's like a game 5. It is obviously favored to 3-1-2s here, but I'm not convinced by them yet. I think putting him in the top 8 is just because of the names on that team.
Good freaking work, Yummy.
Well done, Yummy.
Thank you. Oh, pat on the back. Let's go. All right, let's get into our actual top 8 now, and we'll start with the.
Hey.
Wait, why is this person got Kaka's minion? Okay, Renegades versus. Wait, also you have 3-2 against Synergy, CJ.
Yeah, just a slow start. We got the bye the first round, so they might take the first 2, and then we'll.
Wait, they're not playing?
No, business as usual.
Yeah.
FF.
They're FFing, mate.
Oh,
Don't want the smoke.
So they're coming in with a warm up, you know. They're coming in
Yeah.
hot. So game 5.
yeah. See, I kind of gave the one to Lunatics as well because of the coming in cold. But then again, you did well in the first round against Ground Zero last time, right?
Yeah, no, we had a good start to the tournament. So, but you know, it's a different time. You know, we're playing at 5:45 now instead of 5 p.m.
And they
So-
have a warm up. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. Massive.
Don't have to worry about Ground Zero anymore. They're not.
They'll be back.
They will be.
You can't keep Walcott down.
Well, he can with his vacation, I guess, but
True.
he's back from that now, hopefully. All right, Renegades versus in the upper bracket, up for you against Kaka's Minions. CJ, thoughts on Kaka's Minions matchup?
It's hard to. I think you've probably got as many thoughts as I do about how Shaw's plays. So you know, it depends how he's rocking it, how he's feeling. Those guys actually when they're scrimming, it is phenomenal. I think Kaka just turns his brain off and he just hits everything. Like they're unreal. So and Finn as well. Like Finn, we had some scrims where Finn was unbelievable. So if they're playing well, this could be close. But
So they're just an unbelievable team.
Oh yeah, but you can see that in some series, but then other series, you know, well, there's other series. But I think
4-0 Kakas.
I'm looking forward to playing this one. I think we'll go 4-2. We'll give it to us. And yeah, I think they'll keep getting better as the split goes on.
Do you think that's fair, Hawk, or is he biased?
I think that's a respectable decision.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, Kaka's Minions, obviously, I don't have this matchup, but I think they're going to, funnily enough, play more consistently in the second event because they have some experience under their belt now and know how they want to take the dubs, how they want to actually push Shores out of net. So I do expect that to change up. Well, okay, for Renegades versus Direwolves, Hawk?
I know Renegades have been looking pretty good in the scrims, but you never know with Scrimgades. But I'd say they have it 4-2.
Oh.
I don't know about this prediction.
Yeah, you're bad.
I think it's a bit. I think he's lying, Yummy.
Wait, did you say you have it 4-2 or Renegades have it 4-2?
Renegades have it 4-2.
Yeah.
Interesting. This might be the first person to come on and not predict themselves.
To win the entire thing.
Yeah.
Wait, they're making the lower bracket run.
Oh, I like that.
Oh.
Nothing, mate.
Run the gauntlet. You lose to Bliss first round.
Or the alternative is that Hawk is currently thinking so much of the Commonwealth Games he's pretty much discarding RLCS. Is that
On games.
fair, Hawk? Is that?
I'm just doing an unbiased prediction, mate.
See
I'm
you
looking from the outside perspective in.
See you on the Gold Coast, mate.
See you on the Gold Coast.
You know what would be sick? Hire CJ to cast that.
Get me in.
Yeah, get him in. Because he's not going to be. He's
Alright,
not going
I
to
will.
be playing.
I'll let him know, mate. I've got a lot of power.
When is this Gold Coast thing?
You can't play because you're making worlds.
Well, you can play if you really want to, but it said people who expected to make worlds shouldn't play in the qualifiers. So
It's on the same time.
Oh, I'm
Because
too
it's on-
scared. I don't want to verse Scarth and Kenny.
It's a bit threatening, mate. I know.
Hey, you have to get through Hawk first, and you have to do it without Kami. So what's the point?
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move on from that.
All right, Power versus the Pioneers. I'm gonna do. Oh wait, I haven't done mine. Yeah. Okay, fine. You've convinced me, Hawk, that you suck. But I'm giving you 2. If it was, if you hadn't convinced me earlier, it would have been a 4-0. Well, actually, you'd be up against Kaka's minions. So, that's meant to be like a 3-2. I've got Power versus Team Bliss, which for me is a very clear 4-0. I say they can beat Pioneers. I think Pioneers have a much better chance against Power than Team Bliss.
Wait, you think Power's better than Pioneers? That's crazy.
No, I hate you. I hate you so much. Hawk, what have you got? Power versus Pioneers.
Power versus Pioneers. I would say that Power take it 4-1.
Why so one-sided?
I just think Power have the sauce at the moment. I just think the Torsos has decided to pull himself up from the bin, and he's playing good again. So
T Bates is getting mad by the Bliss over Pioneers pit.
unfortunate.
My region's a 3-team region. Well, I mean, I could say the same about NA, so it's fine. Power versus Pioneers, you got 4-1. CJ, where have you got them?
I've got Power Pioneers. Until it's sort of like the case with Power is that, it's like blackjack, right? If red keeps coming up, do you predict black or you just keep going with red? And I think I'm going to keep going with red. And that's Power at the moment.
Smart.
They're just
That's
playing
so
well.
smart.
So until I see them have a bad series, I'll predict Power. 4-1.
4-1, 4-1. Hey.
4-2.
Let's
Mix it up.
Oh, okay. Fuck you. I was about to say we're in sync, but I guess not.
No, yeah, mix it up. Keep it fresh.
Shaw's bringing it in. Guys, if you want Pioneers to do well, you want them to go into the lower bracket early and make the lower bracket run. That's how they do it. That's how they do. That's how they did all last split. That's what you want.
Kept beating them.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, let's go back to CJ. Team Bliss versus 3-1-2s.
I think if I take the similar, what I just said there with Bliss, I wouldn't predict them to beat anyone based on Regional 1. But I think that 3-1-2s, in my opinion, got a bit lucky last what was it called? Regional.
Event,
they didn't really play anyone. I think, they finished top 6 or top 8.
They got top 6 over the Kibbles.
Yeah, they didn't play anyone. So I think the Bliss, if they're back to how they've sort of been playing online and on scrims, we'll go Bliss 3-1.
Oh, yeah, it's a best of 5 again down there. I think you have the same one as well, right? Yeah, Bliss and 3-1-2s, Hawk.
I say that 3-1-2s are going 3-2.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
I'm mixing it up a bit. Keeping it fresh, mate. I think that if 3-1-2s play semi-decent and Bliss keep up their form of inting, then they're going to win.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, look, Bliss could just go out first. They could just go out against the Kibbles. Much more confident in it's much more easy for you. I mean, I'm surprised even that nobody put the Kibbles over Bliss. It just was like, yeah, Bliss will just gun it out again. Funnily enough, you guys have faith that it was just one bad event?
No.
You don't have faith?
No.
So you just think that they are a bad RLCS team now, even though they came like 4th last event in the end of last split?
Yeah, I think they're a good team, but I just don't have faith in them based on the first event.
You lost all faith.
Are we talking about Bliss?
Yeah.
Yeah, having said that,
So
I'll still predict them.
you just have less faith in 3-1-2s, even though
Yeah,
you think...
yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know how you have
I don't
any
have
faith
faith
in 3-1-2s, to be
Like
honest.
with Bliss, they're a good team that I don't have faith in. Like a top team, like a top 6 team that I don't have faith in, whereas 3-1-2s aren't a top 6 team. So I'm still going to back the
You
top
also
6
don't
team.
have faith in. All right,
Well,
that's fair.
no, yeah, pretty much.
What did you think of the old wildcard roster, Hawk?
The old wild, like how old? Like Deca?
No, the one that...
Mock.
No, sorry. The most recent wildcard roster.
Who was on the most recent wildcard roster?
Mock, Siki, and Caveman Ben.
Oh, they were bad. They were really fucking bad.
So what's the difference between Caveman Ben and Sprat that could possibly make them good?
Well, I just think I actually rate Sprat. I'm the only player. I seem like the only player in the region that actually rates Sprat.
Well, I don't not rate him. I think he's a good player, but
I just think he's just good.
is he going to make?
Good.
How much of a difference does he make to 3-1-2s or the wildcard roster that came 9th and disbanded?
I think he makes a lot of difference because Sprat can aerial.
And Caveman Ben can't.
Correct.
Fair enough. I like it. Is that your experience too, CJ?
Sprat's being minus lower, so.
No, Ben's a freak. I actually rate Sprat as well. He asked for my settings a couple of months ago, so since he's, since he's used those, he's been dominating. So I think
since he says he came 9th in the last
Can I
event.
give some insight into that?
yeah, you going?
Actually, don't worry.
No, tell us.
No, it's
No,
all good.
no, Hawk.
No.
Oh, no balls, mate.
No, it's okay. I won't leak anything.
Anyway,
What were you gonna leak though?
I won't leak the game plan.
Oh.
I don't know if it's still happening, but
Wait, is this
Look,
like a
I can't be
months old
leaking.
game plan from when you were on the roster with Sprat?
that's correct.
Oh yeah, sure. If that game plan hasn't changed by now, there's a problem.
Okay.
Just to the fact that it's a completely new roster, right? Like, there's no
Okay.
Hawk on that roster anymore.
Yeah, they don't have the star factor.
They don't have the ball chaser, Omega. Well, they don't have the Omega ball chaser.
Well, I'm not a ball chaser anymore. I've evolved.
Yeah, you're now a perma third man, right?
Apparently so. I'm joking.
is it me next?
Yeah, go for it.
Direwolves
did I-
Kibbles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have Direwolves 3-2.
3-2. Fuck. All right.
I think that the Direwolves they you went to game 5 in Regional 1 against some team, didn't you?
Yeah, against
Eclipse, yeah.
Lunatics.
I feel like Direwolves used to 3-0 all the stinkier teams, but now they're pushed. They're gonna win, but it'll probably look more like a 3-0, but they'll just somehow drop a couple. You got a game 5 against everyone. That's what I'm going 3-2. Like you guys will win, but it'll probably be game 5 somehow.
Wait, you went to game 5 against everyone? No, you went to game 4 against Synergy. And game 4 against Kaka's Minions. But anyway.
Yeah, stop lying. Thanks. She's called him out.
It just felt like a game 5 for Misty, you know? It was that tense. Maybe that's part of the problem. Misty's just shaking in his boots. What do you got, Hawk?
2 Karkas and Kibbles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Karkas minions have it 3-1.
Nice.
So you're believing in Kakas more than CJ believes in Direwolves.
Yeah, apparently so. Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh wait, I haven't done.
You're lucky I'm not seeing you in Gold Coast.
What do you mean? He's there as a caster, dude.
I'll be there.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, he's gonna be sick.
It's on site.
Kakas Minions. I'm gonna give a 3-0 Kibbles. You know what? The Kibbles are a good team, but they're not. They're not sure.
Okay. You don't have to lie.
You didn't ever say that, did you?
I still want to see a bit more out of Kibbles first, but I think a top 8 is still a good result for them. Pioneers versus Dumb Luck. I'm going to give that another 3-0 as well. I think, unlike Direwolves, Pioneers aren't going to just drop games to teams that they shouldn't. So, not in the lower bracket. In the upper bracket, they'll drop games to anyone, but not in the lower bracket. All right, back to CJ. Kakas Minions Team Bliss. This is where we start getting very different matchups.
Kakas Minions Team Bliss. I'm going to give it to Kakas Minions. I think that they've just got a bit more in their locker at the moment. I think that with Bliss, if I'm going to give away my internal opinion, that is, my opinion is always internal, I guess.
No,
it would
us your
be
external opinion, please.
I'll give you both. I'll give you both. So I'll combine them into this answer. I think Team Bliss. I think Zen is a massive win factor for them. I think that when he's he just randomly will have series where he's like just hitting all these weird skim doubles and just like everything's working out for him. He's just the ball's falling on his head. But it's a low percentage play. So whereas I think that maybe before Bliss was sort of like that solid team, I think now they're either like a contender for top 4 or
Contender for top 32.
contender for top 32. So yeah, the photosynthesis opinion, Jim, will probably Bliss low percentage players. I'm going to Kaka's minions. I think they're just a little bit more consistent. You know what you're going to get. They've got a bit more in their locker. Given that like Finn could randomly just hit every flip reset ever, Kaka could randomly pop off, or Shaw's could leave net. Like there's 3 different things that could happen that could let them win. So I'm going to go 4-2 to Kaka.
Can I ask a question?
Yep.
What's photosynthesis?
You probably should know that if you work at Bunnings.
I don't think he needs to know what photosynthesis is to work at Bunnings, right?
Or if someone asks about the plants.
Yeah, but
I don't work in that section, mate. So
okay, you're all good. Don't worry about it.
Well, you
Stick
see,
with the 2x4s.
photosynthesis is how plants convert sunlight into energy. So that's
how do they do that?
via photosynthesis.
What is it?
Oh my god. Anyway, sure he is.
Fuck you too.
I do kind of like live along the same lines. I think they're more consistently going to play better Kaka's minions.
Photosynthesis.
That being said, CJ,
definition.
Cobo played incredibly well in that in the charity tournament.
A lot of fucking big words there, cunt.
So
They all played really well in that, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'm still gonna go Kaka. As I said, on their day they can be good at Bliss, but it's a low percentage play.
And we saw Vortex pop off once in the first event of last split, so
We're hanging on to that.
it's like so few and far between, right? Whether Kaka's been like consistently good. Finn, he's had like maybe 3 pop off series in the last couple of events. And Shaw's has been great, so I agree. Hawk, Direwolves versus 3-1-2. Okay, well, I'll just put this in.
Look, I'm just going to give this one a cheeky 4-0.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's fair.
You're
I
adding
think
the
we're gonna have the
0 into
sauce.
their name. They're everything but the 3-1-2s in this series.
They're not getting the 1, mate. They're getting the 0.
Yeah. I might bring that out on the weekend. If you 4-0 them, I'll say they're everything but the 3-1-2s.
That's I'll just give you a good idea, mate. No worries. I want credit for that.
I think that's right. I think we've talked a lot about 3-1-2s, so we'll skip that. And I've got Direwolves Pioneers. Direwolves Pioneers.
Oh!
Has anybody had this matchup yet? No.
I got down the bottom.
Anzac. We beat him.
Flip.
We beat him 4-3.
Oh yeah, you have him. All right. You beat him 4-3 in the Anzac Day Invitational, and then forgot how to play Rocket League for 2 weeks. You tried a new style. You're trying to figure out how things work on the weekend. Pioneers have figured it out, I'm sure, and it'll be a pretty comfy 4-2. You know, their first game loss in the lower bracket.
Nice.
You don't like that, Hawk?
I said it's fair enough, but you know, you'll see with my prediction, mate.
Yeah, honestly, you got to just hope for, I don't know, maybe them to beat Team Bliss, so you're not in the same side of the bracket.
Based on current form, there is no way to determine this result. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Hawk who won the last scrim between these two.
Us today.
All right, there you go. Dial was going to win at 4-3.
You
you
seriously think they're going to play as well on that Direwolves are going to play as well in tournament as they do in scrims?
No, I don't really. But
surely Pioneers outperform scrim performance and Direwolves.
I just think Pioneers could be like they lose the power up there, and then it's like top 6, and they're thinking, "Wow, we got 4th last time." Because Direwolves, like with the greatest respect to Direwolves, they're not in contention for Worlds, so. But Pioneers are like, we need to, they need to put in results. They need to get to the next major. They need to beat Leapfrog Power. So, I feel like if they lose the power up there, they're thinking like, wow, now we've got Direwolves. We lose this, we're 6. We got 4th last time. Whereas Direwolves are like, wow, we were bad last time. Let's fix that. But like, there's not as much pressure. They're going to Commonwealth Games or something. So, I'm just looking at the mental side. That's the only way I can split them, really.
Yeah. I think that's very fair. Like, there's got to be a lot of nerves on Pioneers here, more than anyone else really if they're in the lower
Yep.
bracket.
Yep.
You know, I've always just seen them as a team that's like kind of been able to play well. Sort of when the pressure's on, like in the lower brackets more, anything like that. But we also saw them play against the Kibbles last split, so I think
Yeah,
when
that's what I'm
everything's on the
remembering.
line, it can fall apart. Hawk, you've got Pioneers, Kakas, Minions, so I'm assuming.
I'm going to go Pioneers 4-3.
Okay, yeah. Well, this is Game 7 last time, so
Yeah, and they
Pioneers have
lost.
overtaken
But
them.
I reckon Pioneers are gonna bring it back, mate.
Do you think that there'll be any like cheeky overtime switch ups?
What do you mean overtime switch ups?
You know, like where a goal gets scored, but they go back to the beginning of overtime.
Oh yeah. I reckon they'll whip a couple out. Seems to be their special move, but we'll see.
Oh, you better have that under wraps because you'll be playing them next. And since we talked about this series, who have you got? Direwolves, Pioneers.
I've got us 4-2.
Is that
I'm
the same
pretty
reason as
confident with that.
CJ?
I'm just pretty confident with the old Direwolves Pioneers matchup,
Okay.
but you know we'll see.
Is that a playstyle thing?
Yeah, I just think they have trouble with their third man. They don't really like to play it. Like they just sort of have first, second, and second. There's no real, there's no real third there. They don't really incorporate that into their gameplay. But, yeah, we'll see.
Do you ever play against them when they're like sitting in net a lot and you have to attack them over and over again?
Yeah,
Or-
well, Banana had 7 saves in one of our games today in scrims, and I had 10 shots. So. And 0 goals.
Did you win that game, or did? they
Yeah,
win
we
that
did.
game? Okay.
We won that game.
Yeah. No, because Renegades, you guys had you had in that Anzac Day Invitational in the upper bracket, you had the games where they started just stacking net, and you guys
Yeah,
struggled.
yeah. We
I think when they're on offense, they just really hate third. They get a bit excited. A bit too excited sometimes.
they've got no
But-
third or 3/3.
3/3 in defense, but in offense they've got no thirds.
Nice.
Do you think nerves will play any role in that series?
I think it will play a small factor. I don't think it will play as big of a factor as what you guys may think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that on the nerves side, they're usually pretty good. But you know, we'll see.
They're pretty good for you, or pretty good for both teams?
Nah, they're pretty good. Like all over the shop, mate.
Okay.
They don't really have too many nerves, from what I've heard.
Cool. Except Scrub.
Yeah, he takes nervous shits quite a lot, but the old nervous poo.
The old timeouts in the middle of the series, even after you win a game.
Apparently.
Scrub has been the best player. I know Sublock has been playing well,
Yeah.
in that early on, but Scrub has just
Last regional Scrub fucking carried.
he's everywhere. I don't know what's going on with him. See what happens this weekend.
Well, let's hope so. That'd be pretty pog.
Lockie's the most nervous by far. There you go. Inside information
Yeah,
from
but
Tyke
Lockie will never talk about it. Scrub does. Scrub's willing to be open about it. And also, I'd say Scrub changes his playstyle the most. So maybe most affected by nerves, not necessarily the most nervous. All right, we all have the exact same upper bracket final, so let's do that. Oh wait, I haven't done my. I'm so far behind. All right. Team Bliss versus Kaka's Minions. I think Kaka's Minions have proven themselves in this past event, and I'm willing to back it. Same thing with CJ here. I think individually, all three of them are a bit more of a consistent performer than Team Bliss, but I'll give them a couple of games.
So freaking smart.
And then Pioneers over Kaka's Minions. I actually think this will be a little bit more one-sided this time. I don't know. CJ's kind of like convinced me a bit with the whole nerves in the lower bracket when Major's on the line. So it's making... Yeah, I'm going to make it a 4-3. And I'm gonna go back and make this a 4-3 too, because I'm so much less convinced now of my original
My
thoughts.
wise words of wisdom.
Yeah, CJ too smart. And then CJ, you have Kaka's minions versus Dials.
I do. Did you guys play these guys in Regional 1?
They did, yeah. It was
Yeah,
a 3-1
we lost
to
them
Kaka's
upper-
minions. In
That was up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kaka's minions because I predicted them in the upper bracket, so it'd be silly to split now and give another reasoning. I think it'd be a 4-3. We'll go 4-3. Shaw's ices out in game 7, just sits in there, Gibbs it up, and just doesn't make a mistake. So it's gonna be close.
How important, Hawk, is it? Like, where do you guys really want to place? What's the goal? Where would you, if you went short
Would
off,
you be happy?
you'd be upset.
Happy with, I reckon top 3 is a good goal for us.
Okay. Would you be upset with a fourth?
Obviously we're reaching for more. I know we're still really looking for that major possibility.
Yeah.
So we would be a little bit upset with a 4th, I reckon.
Yeah.
But it's still a good result, but just not when we're trying to make the major.
So you haven't given up on the 5th, 6th place. Love it. Oh yeah, upper bracket. So we all have Renegades versus Power, and this will be interesting. Actually, we'll start with Hawk. What are your thoughts on that series?
I don't know. I feel like Renegades have been harder for us in scrims than Power have been, but obviously that's just scrims. And we all know the Renegades' reputation for the old scrims. But
why do you keep saying this? Like we haven't ever performed at an event.
Shut the fuck up.
Scrimagades!
We've made every major. These guys are scrim team.
Stop talking.
Okay, sorry.
Alright,
Keep going.
thanks.
You
I'm
do.
trying to speak. All right, I've got a live fucking audience, and you're interrupting me.
Sorry, keep going.
All right. I'm about to change my fucking prediction now. Just because you were saying that, I was expecting you guys to win, but fuck you. Nah, I'm gonna give this one to the old Scrimagades. 4-3.
4-3 to Scrimagades.
I reckon they're gonna pull out the sauce. I reckon CJ's looking a bit more mechanical than he has been in the past years. He's actually hitting the ball.
I saw him in rank today.
Consistently.
It was a warm-up, yummy.
He's starting to pull out some mechanics that I've never seen from him before. So I think the strats are really working for him. Whatever he's doing, whatever the fucking drink he's been drinking.
What have you been doing,
Juiced.
CJ?
Juiced energy. Shout
Juiced
out.
energy, up the
Shout
juiced
out, man.
energy.
It's just dropping on the floor, spilling it everywhere, snorting it. Let's go.
Oh my god. Have you been working on mechanics, CJ?
I've actually just gone back to my settings when I was good at the game, so that's all, and I feel better now. I switched to Joyos. Yeah. No, I went back to like split 1, I think. First split when I was playing alright, so feels alright. Back on the Fennec, not going to change again, so.
Yeah, nah. So as I was saying, CJ's been looking good. I reckon Fever's been getting his hours up a bit. He was looking a bit grim on the hours for a little bit, but I think he's been trying to get it up a little bit now.
He's always the same.
I think Kami's is just Kami's. But I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be very close. I think it can go either way. It's a very iffy prediction. I think if Power start off strong, then Renegades are going to shit the bed. But if Renegades start off strong, I reckon they've got it.
What do you think of this new, or the Renegades we had in the last event where Kami was like the pop-off player? Do you think that they need that to not happen? Like it needs to be Fever and CJ impacting a lot on the offense, or?
I think CJ just has to not int, to be honest, and they'll be all right. I think if CJ plays good, like he has been, and Fever plays good, and Kami plays good, I reckon it'll be all right. Because I feel like Power are going to have big heads going into this matchup. They're going to be very confident, and I don't know if that would be a good thing.
Kami said he fucked up everything because CJ didn't know what to do with himself anymore.
I've never seen Kami that aggressive, so it just threw me off so much.
Yeah,
He's
we
been
all know
flopping.
CJ can't play defense, so
No, I need to be first, man. I need to be
Yeah.
up in the faces.
yeah, his idea of a rotation is the fastest way to get to the ball. So
Classics.
do you agree with
Rotating up
Hawk?
the
Do you
goal.
think that you guys have the sauce?
Oh yeah, we got the sauce, but I'm not going to predict this. As I said, if it's until I see Power have a bad series, I think their day's coming. I think that I think it sort of feels a bit like split one when
It's going red and the black situation again.
But yeah, it is a red and black, but it feels like sort of split one. Like I think that going into it was like, oh my god, ground zero. What an RLCS they had, unbelievable super team, and like they got that target on their back. I think we like being the hunters rather than the hunted.
Mhm.
So I think I like the spot we're in. Bit more motivating, I think, when you've got that person to catch regionally. So it might not come this event, but we'll see. But I'm gonna predict Power. I'm gonna go 4-2.
Has Hawk put extra pressure saying that it's gonna be you who has to perform because you're
No, I
you're
know I need to play well. I think that I appreciate that from Hawk though, that if we all play good, we're better than everyone. So I like that.
No problem, mate.
Wow, respect.
yeah,
Don't let it get to your head.
Yeah, I wasn't terrible last event, but I wasn't playing my usual role, I think. So if I can get into that, get the boys comfy, get Kami comfy in that little third man, little nestle spot he likes to be in, get a bit of space for Thieves to do some solo plays, we'll be good. We'll be back to our pressure and be too offensive, too fast for everyone else. So
Yeah, Kami's meant to sit there doing nothing, but like saving every shot and like outpacing
fort
everybody
down.
in the midfield. Yeah.
he's the foundations of the house. You know what I mean? I'm just like the chimney.
You're the
I'm just up
chimney.
top. I'm just up top doing my thing,
That's
smoking
it.
my pipe up top.
Oh my
Yeah, 4-2 Power. I'll just get until we see otherwise. I'm not gonna like try and, you know what I mean? Like they were good
Yeah.
last event. They beat us. So
Yeah,
Good
I
on
thought Power is super clean. I was going to go 4-2, so I'll split the
Fair.
difference between you two and go 4-3. Yeah, 4-3. I was thinking about changing it to a 4-1, but I don't know. Power looks super clean. I was really happy with how Power playing. They looked good, like mechanically and as a team. They looked very consistent. They performed every series.
it feels like they're like it's like a mini honeymoon for them. Like I don't know. You compare that to how they were playing
Organisation honeymoon.
in any other split. Like they had those moments where they're like of the double commits and stuff, and it just wasn't coming out. Although like the pressure moments where I think you remember Yummy was like Express and Amphis like went up together, bumped each other in the air. It's like open like everything's been working out well. They've been so like their third man is so confident, like just to get in there. They're never like passive, and they're just they're not thinking about, oh, what happens if I miss, or they're not thinking about like Amphis is never like, what happens if Torse misses his 50? He's just like Torse is gonna win that, and he's like already there, ready for it. You know what I mean? Like so much confidence. So I'm waiting for the hesitation to start kicking in, but until that happens, until they have that like rough series, they're still like, in my opinion, on this like cloud nine sort of, not cloud nine, but like they're on cloud nine. You know what I mean? Like they're up in the clouds right now, like on this level where nothing can go wrong, and like we'll just see how long they can stay there.
Yeah, well, they did say that they like, between that last split and this split, kind of like tried to reset everything and like come back with no like expectations on how they would play or anything like that. Jim has said that he even like went back to basics on coaching and everything. So maybe that does mean a honeymoon period for sure.
Feels like it. Yeah. Feels like a new team, and maybe because they missed the major, like they just, as you said, like they had time to step away from it and realize, like, yeah, maybe they're getting too ahead of themselves or letting the pressure get to them, and they've just it just feels like it, like, I don't know, just a new team. They missed the major, they've come in fresh, everyone's forgot about them. You know what I mean? Like everyone's talking about Pioneers as the guys that are going to take over the region, and then like the old kids are back. Like they don't have that pressure on them right now. But maybe when everyone starts talking about how good they are, they'll start thinking about it.
I don't know. They were doing well in RLCSX while they were
They
getting
were.
big hype.
They definitely were.
I just like their new playstyle. I think, well, their playstyle they played in Event 1, I think they'll be able to consistently perform with that. Or they were, since they were able to perform by playing like a lot more structured and clean. It's also going to be a play style that's they're going to easily rely on in future. They've shown it works. So, yeah. All right. Down in the lower bracket, we got Power versus Direwolves. Got Power versus Direwolves. So, Hawk.
I think Power have got the sauce. Unfortunately.
Direwolves out.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna say I'm still gonna back us to take 2 games.
Not going to help you, though.
It's
You may as well
not-
get
yeah,
swept if you only think you can win 2 at max.
You may as well suck my dick, but
Surely you go for 3 games, like say, oh, you know, like we're capable, we're gonna get really close, but just think that Pat, yeah, no,
yeah, surely, like, let me have my own opinion.
Yeah,
Don't try to change my fucking mind. Thanks.
Sorry again. You do you.
yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
especially
that
us.
you lost 4-2
Fucking
to
peer
Power,
pressure.
you
Just because
cunt.
I'm 16 doesn't mean you can fucking peer pressure me, alright?
All right, well, just lose. What? Just be 4-2 then.
Well, look. Yeah.
Good.
I don't know what I was going to say, but look. It's happening.
Do you think that Pioneers would have a better chance of taking down Power than you guys?
No.
Okay.
Because if you see, Pioneers are 4-1 in the upper bracket, and we're 4-2. So if you use your eyes, mate.
Yeah.
You
But
can,
that's different
you can see that
context. That's
already.
lower bracket, upper bracket, you know, pressure. Oh, like elimination, not elimination. It could be difference there, right?
Yeah, no.
If Power versus Pioneers were in the lower bracket, would you still have 4-1?
I'd have 4-0 if they're on the lower bracket. I think Pioneers, would shit the bed.
Fair enough. CJ, you have Renegades versus Kakas Ninjas. We all have very quite different top 3s. There we go.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to go us 4-2, same as the upper bracket. No reason to change it. I'm not flip flopping upper bracket, lower bracket. But it depends on the scheduling. You know, we don't like that lower bracket. You know, the momentum coming through. We've just come off a heartbreaking loss against Power 4-2.
Oh no.
So we
4-3 if you go to my bracket. You know,
4-3. Yeah.
Oh.
It could be bad. We could get swept. Like there's no 2 ways around it. But
Yeah.
I'll go 4-2. Stick solid. I think they're a really good team.
Bracket you won, mate. Good shit.
But
Don't worry.
yeah, I think they can beat. I don't know. They're just a good team. I don't know how high their ceiling is or how low their floor is right now. They're just in a good spot. Kakos Minions.
Yeah, we
But
can
I'll
see
back us in.
them. Well, I can't see them doing worse than 6. I assume
Yeah.
you'd agree. So,
Agree. Yeah.
4-2. That you actually 4-1 them in the lower bracket last time. So you think that they might be doing better in this event?
That was the worst series ever. That 4-1. I think that was just the scrappy. It was not nice. So I'm wiping that result. I'll give them a fresh start.
That series, so
Yeah. It was weird lower bracket. Same with Pioneers. They were a bit funny against us as well.
Yeah.
So
Wait, what were you against Pioneers? 4-2. But that series felt like it was you the entire way as well.
Yeah, it feels like that a lot, Yummy. Just sometimes the game ends and it says we lost. Doesn't matter how much pressure we have. They just sit in there and then we lost.
Is that like how you felt against Power or in like the upper bracket?
In the grand final, like in the first series against Power, I think that was like the closest 3-0 you could get. Like we lost by 1 goal every game and it was kickoff goals. Like it was like a 4-0, it was 4-1, 4-2.
No, it was a 4-2. It was a 4-2.
Yeah, 4-2, but they were all like 1 goal games, and I think
4 overtimes.
I think 5 of the 6 games looked at the stats, we had more shots on them. So
Yeah.
I think we just they were just more solid, but I thought that we were controlling the game. We just had more holes. So that was good. But in the grand final, we played that, and we were just like, wow, all right, they're just better. All right, well done, Power. Like they're back. So yeah, it was a bit of a different story.
Is it going to be the same in this grand final?
Am I going straight to the grand final? Yeah, I'll go Power again. I'll go 4-3. Just we'll put them on notice. A game 7 OT just to say see you next event.
It's like it goes all the way back to the first split where like you guys absolutely smashed them in the first event, and then the second event they went 4-2, 4-2 because you had to play 2 series. And then in the third event, well, the third event you didn't exist. Yeah, I guess.
No, we'd already qualified for the major, don't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
But
I didn't do my lower bracket.
yeah, go for it.
For Renegades over Pioneers, I still think that the same continues. It's very hard to bet against the form. The thing is, I think Pioneers could like go out here probably if they continue playing kind of the way they did for most of last event. It was a bit weird. In the upper bracket, they did play like different to the lower bracket. They kind of played a very solo style. They didn't play like last split, and they didn't like take it to teams very much, other than just trying to outplay it on an individual basis, which looked really good to some aspect, but everybody seems to be able to defend against it now. So if they're playing the way that I hope that they play and like start taking it to it, they will bring it close. It'll be a really exciting series to watch. But Renegades will take it. I still think that still falls in Renegades' favor. It's hard to back against Renegades right now when in the last event Renegades literally beat every single team except for Power.
It was good practice. Yeah, we just got to play everyone.
You did the Pioneers run, like where they would go through the lower bracket and they had to verse every single team, including you.
Yeah,
guys
which
to
if
get
you
second.
ask me, it was a little bit unfair given the seeding, but we're back in number 1 seed. But you know, shout out to Sandrock Gaming.
I was talking about the last split.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant first
yeah.
event. You played everyone.
Yeah, last event you played everyone, which was probably unfair, yeah. And then last split they played everyone.
Yeah.
Which, a little unfair. You earn your spot back, but you could lose it again if you lose to Pioneers. I think you have to do one better than them.
Yeah, we're only like 20 in front, so we need to do better than them.
Hang on. They're 100 points in front. You got 100 points in the second. A tie, I think, would still if you went equal, if you both went 5th, 6th, I think it would also be the same. But yeah. You wouldn't hope for that.
No, that's terrible. If we both come 5th, 6th, then I don't know. Bliss have won it.
No, Power have run it over the top of Bliss.
Yeah, easy.
All right. So then, Hawky Poos, you've got Renegades versus Power. I want to see if you still think that Renegades are going to just keep rolling over.
Bracket reset.
I think that Power are going to win both.
What? Have you been convinced by CJ?
No, because my opinion doesn't change, Yummy. My own man. All right. Look, no. Fuck. Wait, I wasn't really thinking. I was eating my dinner. Fuck. Power are gonna win the first series 4-2.
Okay.
Because they're gonna turn it up, and Renegades are gonna get too comfortable, and then I think Renegades are going to do their best to bring it back. Actually, no, change that 4-1. Power winning this first series 4-1.
Okay.
Wow.
But then I think Renegades are going to fight for it back. They're going to turn it up. CJ's going to hype the boys up.
Yeah.
And they're going to lose 4-3.
Close. Bit better.
It's just because Kami, it's going to be like midnight for him, at the end of the series.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah. Oh. Damn, you almost did it, CJ. You almost rallied the troops.
Bit flat about it,
mate.
but he built it up. I like the way he sold it though.
But that's also like sort of both ways. I reckon Renegades could win that 4-3, but I think it's pretty dead set on Power winning the first bracket reset series, whatever the fuck you call it.
Well, you'd probably want Power to win if you want to make the major, realistically. Well, in this scenario where these two are in the grand final. Because if they don't, then Renegades and Power would be out so much further ahead. Whether if Power are just out incredibly ahead, you can
Yeah,
still
that's
take
true,
over
but
Renegades.
you wanted an unbiased prediction, so
Okay. Well, I didn't say anything about having it to be biased or unbiased, but
yeah,
you've
yeah.
done
Look,
well.
what I want and what's
What's
more
gonna
likely to
happen?
happen
Uh-huh.
is two different things.
Yeah.
What I want is for us to be up there 4-0 and then boom. I'm saying it like it's not out of the question, but I'm just going off my informed, factual brain of opinions. Then, yeah,
you
Power
got a big brain full of photosynthesis and opinions. It's great.
Thanks. That's why you asked me to come on.
It is.
Fantastic.
Oh, and yeah, you already did 4-3 for Power over Renegades, and I mean, I'm not going to change my tune from the. Oh, you know what? Let's be cheeky. Let's say they go back to the 21
Oh, that's a new one, mate.
game.
Yeah,
The 21 game.
777.
That's not a new one because they did this in the third event of second split. They did the old 21 series, although that was Power bracket resetting and winning.
They wanted it more.
Yeah, they just wanted it more. That's how you win, right?
You need to want it more, 100%.
Uh,
Or you need to not want it at all. You don't want to be half. If you're in the middle, you won't win.
How much are you wanting it right now, CJ?
I don't want it at all, so I'm looking forward to this. I'm feeling confident this weekend. I think we're, I don't know. There's some I just love. Hawk, how come I can hear myself through your headset? What's going on? You got your headset off? You talking to people? Anyway, I just love when Power are up and about, and like I think it's good for the scene.
200%, that could be a
I
fucking
feel
reason.
it might be the same as when like we're up and about and everyone's trying to hunt us down, but I like having that, like someone to chase. So I think it's less pressure on us. I don't know whether it's like a subconscious thing or not, but I think it's exciting. You get that killer mindset, that killer instinct back when you're the hunters.
I mean, the best thing would be is if Pioneers did really well, and then there's like a real strong 3-man race in the third event.
I disagree. I think I'd like to see Pioneers come out 4th, 5th, or 6th. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I think that if I'm going to say, I reckon, I know T-Base talked about top 3 depth. I think that there's a lot of teams that could come second or make the grand final, but I still can't see anyone outside of us, Power, and Pioneers winning it. I think Direwolves can make the grand final, but I don't think it'd be through the upper bracket. So.
Well, then again, I thought that too at the beginning of last split, and I assume you thought that at the beginning of last split too when they won.
True, then they won. So maybe this is where Direwolves win.
But on the same note, I think both you and Power were coming in pretty weak to that. And I don't think this.
It was a weird regional, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it felt like really underperforming at the time. Needless to say, it's like 2 weeks since that. I think what T-Bates may have missed as well is that these teams lose. Like it's a close-ish battle. Yeah. It's just that like these guys are way more consistent and have higher highs typically than everybody else. But he's only watched them in 2 series of their entire life, so
yeah, BDS, unbelievable.
All right. Yeah, like as Renegades could lose to Direwolves.
Oh yeah.
That's a losable series.
And Kaka's minions could beat probably anyone besides. I can't see them beating Power, but
yeah.
I can't see many teams beating Power as well. I think it's still us or Pioneers that could knock them off. Yeah. They're very solid right now. Props to you, Jimmer.
Yeah, big ups, Jimmer. You've done well. Do you agree with that, Hawk? Do you think that like those are the only 2 teams that you think could take down?
Well, maybe Direwolves, because you guys have been going well in scrims apparently. So I don't know. You guys are. I need to see it. I want you guys to play well.
I know. I feel like if we're all having our day, I reckon it is possible. I wouldn't put anything past us. I think that we have a high ceiling if we unlock the potential